Hi folks, Ron Wasik here. Haven't made a film in a little while, but I really wanted to make one so I had something to work with. This is going to be a mixed film. I'm going to discuss 4 different items, 4 different things that are kind of close to me and mean a lot. First of all, let's go with home security. A lot of us campers, hikers, bushwhackers, we do leave the other half at home, worried about their security while we're out in the woods. We do what we can to keep them safe, but if something does happen, I want to be able to catch the people who are doing it. So I've got cameras set up. I have one set up in my living room to keep an eye on the other half, and I'll show you that one in a minute. It goes to my cell phone. I also have in the backyard game cameras. Now, these game cameras come with date and time. They're infrared so they can be seen at night, and they all come on a little SD card. Well, what I also have is a viewer. I bought a viewer so I could see this SD card without having to go up to my computer every time. This stays right down here in the man cave with me. Well, as you can see, there's a whole lot of pictures on there, but I can pick one, and it's a picture of my backyard. And on a previous video, you have seen what my backyard, my junky backyard looks like. I've got all my stuff back there. Well, this thing here, and I'm going to take you through the pictures one at a time. You can see about how big they are. Now that was me 5 minutes ago taking the film out of the camera. This goes through with night shots. There's your night shot. If there was anybody in front of that, you'd be able to see them. As you see, I'm flipping through pictures here. I'm going to do this until either I show up or a friend of mine shows up, because we were working on CB antennas back here, which is one of my subjects of the video today. But there you can see, even the wind blowing will cause the camera to take a picture. I have 518 pictures on there, and it lets me know who's at my backyard, who's going up my back steps to my deck. This, in my eyes, will help if anything ever does happen. Let me go to step number 2. Cell phone. On my cell phone, I have a camera inside the house that's hooked up to my Wi-Fi. Now, it's not a very big picture, but it's very distinct in what I can see. As soon as I can get it to get going here. There we go. There's my living room. That's live right now. It shows both the living room and the computer area. At nighttime, it's full infrared. I can see the whole thing like I've got lights on in the place. And even out in the middle of the woods, I can get on this. It's called Momentum. I bought the camera at Walmart for $36. It comes with a little power inverter. Plug it into the wall, plug it in the back of the camera, hook it up to your Wi-Fi, and then download the appropriate app for your cell phone. So I can see my living room and dining room 24/7 if I had to. It also has a still picture where I can take a picture of what's going on. It also has voice from my phone to the camera. So if something's happening, I don't even have to call on the phone. I can hit the little icon on my phone and talk right through the camera to the wife who's sitting or talking to me from the upstairs. I'm very happy with that camera. Like I said, it goes through the Wi-Fi, Doesn't cost a thing other than the price of the camera. The app for it is free. It's called Momentum. So that's about it with security. I got the house watched. I do the best I can. I think I'm doing pretty good. Item number 2. It's finally fall. It's October 25. I think the weather has finally broken. Last week, we still had temperatures in the 80s. Over 2 days, we had temperatures 83 and 84 degrees. The rest of the week was high 70s. I did have a hike with Girl Scouts on Saturday evening when the wind was blowing at 35 miles an hour. I had a group of Girl Scouts that wanted to walk at Blue Marsh, and they wanted to geocache at the same time. Well, since I'm into both of them, I decided I'm going to do this. Took them out there. I let them find 4 geocaches. I knew where they were. I made sure they were there for the girls. I had 2 moms and 2 helpers with them. We used GPS units from our local parks and recreation area, and the girls had a blast. Now, if I remember when I make this video, I will insert a picture of them walking down one of the trails toward one of the geocaches. It looks like they're all looking at their cell phones, but they're not. They're following the compass on the GPS. But back to the weather changing. I've been wanting to go camping so bad, but the black gnats are out. They were out all summer because it was so hot. The bats are not yet back to full par, so the gnats are bad. The bats aren't catching them. They're not eating them. So I decided to wait until the weather broke. Well, it finally did. Here it is, October 25th. We have 3 more days until King Frost. That's our big parade here in eastern Pennsylvania. It's at Hamburg. And I am at post 1 out there as a fire police, helping with traffic and the floats and the people. So I'll be out there Saturday evening. But let me tell you, come next week, beginning in November, I am going camping. I got the rucksack. It's been packed all summer, ready to go. In fact, it's been packed so long that I've got to get out my flannel sleeping bag, the light weather one, and put in my 30-degree one, or 0 for you centigrade guys. 0 degrees, that is. So we're getting around to camping again. I have talked to the Mountain police chief, where I am a fire police at, and he is willing to go camping with me. I've also talked to friends of mine on the Blue Mountain, which is about 200 yards from the Appalachian Trail, have offered their land for me to go camping on. So that I'm looking forward to. It's about a 1.5 mile hike up the hill from about 400 feet sea level up to about 900 feet sea level. So I'll be going out there, probably taking him with me, and I'll be filming that, of course. That's going to be a lot of fun. We also have to be a little careful because it is hunting season right now. And we don't want to go up there and disturb the hunters, and I don't want to take my life into my hands that bad. Last item I really want to talk about is ham radio. As a couple of my tapes ago, I passed my amateur test thanks to Russell up there, Outdoor Adventure Craft. Yeah, I'm tagging you. And I passed my technician license. I am now K3 RJW. I've got my own personal call sign. I applied for it after I got my FCC call sign. But this is known as an HT. As you see, the antenna is kind of long, but this top part screws off because it's made for 6 meters. But with it on, it gives you a little bit added extra distance in talking. I can reach repeaters with this from on top of the mountains, which are located all around Berks County, and call for help if I had to. That includes not having any cell phone service. I'll have my ham radio with me, just like Russell did when he was out walking one time and showed us what can happen if you slip and fall. You smash your phone, you can't use it. This, you have a less chance. It's submersible. It can get wet. The phone can't get wet. If it does, you can't use it. This is a very, very useful item. The test is not easy to pass. There are 465 questions, of which they give you 35 questions out of that 400 and some. You have to pass it with 27 correct. It has to do with frequencies, where you can use them, who's in charge, what type of radio, what bands. It goes through the whole realm for technician. I am also studying for general license, which is the next step up on this, so I can legally talk overseas, around the world, on different bands. So those are the 4 things that have been going. Oh, one last thing. That's also in an antenna for this radio. As you can see, it's a real little stubby, and it's a lot easier to carry. It's spring-loaded, so nothing's going to happen to it inside your rucksack. You don't need to carry that long antenna. It's proven that these do work even at a distance. Not as good, but they work. That's really about it. Haven't been on for a while. I am looking forward to Bushcraft Barton's returning a call or email to me. I sent him some infrared lights for his endeavors, spooky woods, hoping that he can use them. I hope he tries them. That's right, Michael. I'm tagging you this time. See if you guys are going to answer me. So, thanks for being there. Give me a thumbs up. That always helps. I'd like to say I am now at 1,024 views on my How to Hold a Fishing Rod. Very happy about that. People are watching my channel. I'd just like to get some more subscribers, and I'll keep working at this. So there's a couple lessons for you. I thank you for watching. It's a short one. I enjoy making them. I hope you enjoy watching them. Thank you. Bye. Oh, wait. Stay strong, patient, and trust your journey.